Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, hey. Oh, greetings and welcome. This is JCBIY Events Talk Show, and I am your producer / director, vocalist John Carr, a star from another galaxy, a soldier of love.
Oh, is it me? Okay.
She is too funny.
Hey, y'all. I'm Valencia M., and I am the assistant director, and I am a singer, a writer. I am a performer and a shining star.
She's the host too, y'all. She's the
Oh,
host.
yeah.
She gets excited.
Too. I'm the host.
Hostess with the mostest.
Yes, that's what I am. And our co-pilot.
Co-pilot, hello. I am Jourdeanna Yates. I am a career coach, motivational speaker, and just all around believer in you.
Yeah,
I
love that. Believer in you.
I'm playing with that.
That's it. You like that? You like that
one? You see, look, that thing.
I like that. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Hey. So, welcome. I know that it's been a few weeks. We had some things going on, so we weren't able to come on prior to this and finish the third part in our series of the 3 things that keep us from success.
There you go.
So this is, we learned a lot. We learned about fear. We learned about procrastination. No,
not yet. Fear and
comparison. And today we are going to talk about
procrastination.
Yes. Okay. So
still got my notes.
Okay. Yeah. We got some jewels
from the social network event where she was the keynote speaker. I value it and treasure it. You know if I'm carrying it.
That's right.
And my chosen consultant.
That's it. Taking notes.
Hey, Mom, I see you, Valeria Gardner. Hey, Lady D.
Taking notes.
How you doing?
Notes. Yeah. Well, as I was saying to you off the air, I'm going to say it live that this is tremendously an addition to my life. Okay. I literally don't carry stuff unless it impacts me. So now I am like microscopically looking at everything. Okay, fear, comparison, procrastination. I'm around the household saying, why are you comparing? See, that's called comparison. You're comparing things. You know what I'm saying? But it's good to ID that.
Absolutely.
In my brain.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's like, woo. I don't go out the house without this. I'm telling you.
I hear that.
Trust me.
That was so the first 2 parts of the series. The first part we talked a whole lot about fear. And the takeaway for fear was being able to acknowledge when you're in it, right? So that way you can recognize, and just truth be told, it's a self-imposed jail. It's a self-imposed jail sentence. And so really what you want to make sure is that when it happens, because it's going to happen, and that's okay that it happens, but when it happens, how long of a sentence do you want to serve? Do you want to serve a 1-day sentence, a 1-week sentence, a 1 month, a 1 year, 10 years? And so, the takeaway from the fear was recognize and acknowledge it. And then really just, determine on how long you want to be in it. And we can do a whole series. I've been working on something called rebranding your fear, on how to rebrand it and take that same energy that you have in fear and put it towards something else. And so, just kind of rebranding it and putting a different spin, putting a filter on it, like an Instagram filter or something on it. So that's huge. So fear was topic 1. Number 2 was comparison. And comparison, the takeaway is that it's a distraction. It's an ability to allow you to lose focus, truth be told. And one of the things that came out of that session, which is like my new favorite.
We can't hear you.
You can't hear us at all?
Oh, my Lord.
No?
Hey, Jay.
Mic check. 1, 2.
Can you
1,
hear
2.
us?
Well,
you can't hear us?
Is it on?
You can't hear us?
Anything on mute?
I don't know. Nothing's on mute.
Jay, let us know. Oops. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I think we're having some technical difficulties.
If he we're trying to move mics out.
Yeah.
I think that if he can't hear us, as we just did the sample, we may be able to hear ourselves once the playback.
We'll see.
I don't know.
Because we're on Facebook also.
We're on Facebook Live too, so
if it doesn't go on there, then we'll just post
it.
We
won't hold it up for the good people.
Yeah,
but yeah, so comparison was our second topic. And it was an ability for us to lose focus. It was the ability for us to take that energy and put it towards negative self-talk. And so we just didn't want that distraction. And the thing that came out of it, I think Stacy was the one who said it was stop comparing yourself and start preparing yourself.
Yeah, that was
right.
Really great.
Stop comparing yourself and start preparing yourself.
That was a jewel.
There are so many things that you could be doing to invest in yourself instead of putting that energy in comparing yourself to other people. So stop comparing yourself and start preparing yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
And so I think that one was huge. And so I've been excited about talking about procrastination today. And that word procrastination, the reason I'm excited about it is because I have an opportunity to work with people from all different types of backgrounds. I mean, some that didn't make it through high school, some that have gotten GEDs, some that have bachelor's degrees and master's degrees and doctorate. And the thing that is consistent, they all know that word. Regardless of background, it's like procrastination, the word.
Everyone knows that.
It's huge. And everybody knows the word. Everybody is familiar with it. And mainly because we all do it. And so, procrastination just means to delay, to postpone, to push off. And it is so easy to do, but I wanted us to talk about why. Like, why do we procrastinate? I mean, and this could be for like small things or big things. I mean, we're talking about, career success or life goals and things like that. But I mean, I've been procrastinating doing laundry. So, you know what I mean? Like, you just, like, there's this something about this delay. And we have, in my line of work with career counseling, we have assessments that we can have people take to kind of help us identify, some strong characteristics that might guide you towards career success. And one of the things that they identify in people, it's called paralysis of analysis.
I've heard that.
Right? Okay, paralysis of analysis. And it basically means that you are an overthinker. So much that you don't do nothing. Let's just say it.
It stops you from moving, doing anything.
Let's just say it. You think so daggone much that you can't move. Okay? You just can't move.
Yes.
And so I think that is hilarious because it's like you are paralyzed with all of these decisions. You are paralyzed with all of these different thoughts and ideas and to-do lists and goals, and so much so that it paralyzes you. And I guess we need to start talking about why. Like, why does that happen?
Sometimes people don't know how to prioritize. I don't know what's the most important thing. Usually you prioritize by, your list of importance. And sometimes, people may think, well, this is just as important as that, so how do I make that decision? And there's a fear of making a decision and making the wrong decision. So you get into your head so much that you're overthinking. You're overthinking it. Yeah. What do you think?
I agree. I mean, you ain't nothing to say on that. You said it all.
That prioritizes.
I'm seriously analyzing my own self as you're talking. Okay. Because we can lie to ourselves. I ain't no procrastinator.
Right.
I'm just sitting here thinking. Thinking too much in your head. And I'm like, is it fear? That's where I'm at.
Right.
Yeah. Is it comparison? And when I really think about it on my feet right now, yes, no matter how minute it is, it's, it
could be both.
Your brain is slowed down. Well, my brain was slowed down. Yeah, you're comparing yourself because you're thinking about everybody else is doing it. And even if you're identifying, well, okay, I don't want to do that. That's not my why. You're still comparing. So, yeah.
Well, it's funny. We last weekend I had a family reunion, And we did a virtual family reunion, and my family gave me the honor of, you know, talking during one of our sessions. Oh. And so, girl, that's a big deal when they let the baby talk. Okay. And I kind of, you know, was talking on this series that we've been doing, and I come from a multi-talented family. And one of the things that they brought up, which I thought was really great, and this may be part of like what you're saying, when you have people that are super talented and they've got a whole bunch of gifts, they don't know which one to pursue or where to go or where to put their energy. And so it's like, I want to do this and I want to do that and I want to do this. And so you start something and then you jump and you start something else and then you end up looking like you're procrastinating on certain things because of just not the ability to be able to prioritize or to understand that when you're multi-talented or when you have multiple things that you want to accomplish, that there's intersections where they meet, right? And like, so where they meet is kind of where you kind of have to start, so that way you're able to build off of every avenue. Wow.
Let me say this, is this real? In the process of everything you just said, super talented, what it winds up doing is the individual causing self-affliction on themselves. Yeah. Because of that comparison.
Yeah.
I could be doing that, and you so, like you said, all this one. It's like, because I'm not moving, I'm not there, I'm going to hurt myself. Yeah. I know people, I can identify with that on my own, first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? I'm not exempt, but I know people who, especially when it comes to the music, that comparison of, I'm better than him and I can do that. And then I'm like, oh my God, you don't even know what they did to get there. You don't know their story, you know? Right. But that's real. That is so real. That is so real.
But even without that, and like it's the same thing, like, you know, with me and doing public speaking and wanting to motivate and encourage people and all of that, I don't need to compare myself to other speakers or to other motivators because the fact that they're doing it, or it doesn't take away from the fact that I'm a poised communicator, right? Like it doesn't have to take away from the fact that I'm a poised communicator because they are. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't negate what and who I am because they're great. And I think when you start celebrating other people, you have the ability to kind of move past the delay, to move past the you putting it off, the pushing it off and postponing it. And so, you know, when I think of procrastination, we could wear that P out, but postpone is a big thing for me. And so when we're talking about what's holding you back from success, when you postpone your success, that's a setback.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's a setback. You could have been further along, but you postponed it. Right. And so now, instead of getting that better job, you could have had it a month ago, you delayed it and postponed it and struggled for an extra month that you didn't have to. Right. And that's what my goal is, to just get people to move past the postponing. Stop postponing your success. Stop postponing your future. Stop postponing your life goals and your ambitions. Just don't postpone them. Start now. Like, I want mine now. Right. Like, I want mine now. Right. And that sense of urgency, you know, some people may feel like, oh God, you're just always, you know, going up like we joked about earlier about we wanted it yesterday, right? We wanted it yesterday.
Yes.
And so we don't really want to wait. No. We don't want to wait. We don't really like to wait.
Not down to my butt already.
Right.
Okay. I just did this on Monday.
Right.
Why?
Right.
Okay.
And they should be down here by now. Okay. They should be down here. So, you know, sometimes like the postpone. Listen, there's enough things that are out of our control that we do have to wait on, right? Like I have learned how to wait. I have learned to be patient. And there are things that you absolutely should be able to wait on, right? But when it comes to you and the things that you're doing and the things that you can control, why postpone it? Right. Why push it off? Why Why procrastinate?
Right. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to have failures. It doesn't mean that you're not going to have setbacks. But if you don't act, you won't have any of those things. Well, nothing that, you're not going to have wins. You're not going to have losses. But those are all the things. Having the failures will allow you to appreciate the wins.
Yeah.
So, but you still need to have, some kind of movement. I don't know. I
that's you?
That's it.
So.
You better go ahead. That's you. Go
ahead. Say it again.
Having the failures won't allow you to. What did I say?
Oh Lord! Now
so I know that came off the dome right there because I don't remember.
I'll go back on the footage.
We gotta go back.
Having the failures.
We gotta rewind.
I love it.
I like that. I'll finish it. I got half of it.
Yeah, we gotta go back and look at that. But it is still, but it's still, the postponing, the procrastination. Fear, you don't want to fail, you're afraid of what people are going to say or think because they know that you're going forward with whatever your aspiration is, and then you always have people that tell you, well, you shouldn't do that, and then I told you. But just because you fail at that one thing doesn't mean that you cannot continue to move forward and try something else. Go another avenue. There's many roads sometimes that you have to go on, and some of them are bumpy, some are smooth, but you still need to go. You need to move. You need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so that's why I guess for me, and it kind of segues into an accountability team for me, right?
Okay.
I believe you need accountability teams, and accountability teams can come in different forms. Like, just because you're a part of my accountability team for my health and wellness and my food, I may have a different accountability team for financial success and that kind of thing. And so, to me, people are so afraid of having an accountability team for a couple reasons. It's scary to identify or trust people, right? Like like you just said, there's people who will say, well, don't do that, that's stupid. Well, that's not the person on your accountability team, right?
I'm need you not to be on my team.
You're not on my accountability team. And when you have that kind of attitude. So when you're looking for an accountability team, you're looking for people who push you, people who pour into you, people who challenge you, and that's the hard one. They challenge you. She is the worst. She challenges me when it comes to my food and my health and my wellness. And so now I can't go grocery shopping or I can't eat something without hearing her or having her sit on my shoulder judging me. And I don't, and she's challenging me, right? She's pouring into me. She's pushing me, right? So you want people who push you, who pour into you, who challenge you, who celebrate with you.
Yes. That's the big
thing. That negative person that we talked about, but don't do that, that's not constructive. That person's not celebrating you. They're not pouring into you. They're not challenging you. They're just trying to come along and be a dream killer and stomp on your little heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they can tell you no, that's stupid or whatever, and they don't have any other... They have
suggestion?
nothing more to give to you. Then it's like, get out of my face. Go on. I don't need you. Bye bye. See ya.
So like when I go to eat something, you don't just say, well, don't eat that. You give me something that you should try this instead.
Try this.
Or let's try this instead.
Yes.
That's giving you something different, right? So to me that celebrate. I like this one today. It feels good though. But thank you. But you want people who celebrate with you, right? And then you want people who have no hidden motives.
Oh my gosh.
No hidden motives.
That's
hard.
Right? Sometimes that's a hard thing to find.
No hidden motives. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, you know what? And that just goes to ourselves. Like, we really should have called this series "What's Holding You Back." And really, it should have just been a big U in it.
It's you. Yeah, right.
I mean, I hate to say it. What's holding you?
Yes, what's holding you?
What's holding you back? You know what I'm saying?
A big U.
And the big U is you. And so it's the same thing.
Wow.
You could have an accountability team or an accountability partner, but you don't trust people. So you think everybody's out to get you.
Right.
And if that's the case, then you have to start reevaluating yourself to say, why do I feel that way in relationships?
Right.
I agree.
Right.
This is why, as a child, I've seen people in action doing that, and I said, you know what? I don't want to do that. I don't want to be like that, because I tell people consistently, I don't have to trust you to do business. I think I did the opposite to stop me from being a procrastinator.
Okay.
I don't have to trust you to believe in you. So
just jump in.
Yeah, just jump in and stay busy. And people will show you their hand every time.
Yeah.
You know, so and to this day, it keeps me busy. Because I probably would have been in my head thinking, no, I'm not messing with this person because they doing this, and I just don't trust them.
Well, I think when you know, now that we've given you these things to be mindful of and to look out for and to watch, what should happen is you should be developing some better critical thinking skills and some better. It's like I'm a comic book nerd, sorry, but it's like your spidey senses, right? Like should start tingling when things don't feel good or when things do feel good. Like your spidey senses should alert you to the fact that, okay, this is not what I should be doing, or you know what, this is good. Let me go forward and proceed. And so you know, and having that ability to be able to do that. So you want people who push you, who pour into you, who challenge you, who celebrate you, who have no hidden motives.
That's beautiful. I remember, that's beautiful. Because when Valencia M got her pots, she's been telling me about the pots coming. So
I got my all-clad pots.
She believed.
When'd you get pots?
I got them
last week or something like that.
Yeah, I would think it was last week.
Yeah.
She didn't tell me because she knew I was going to want her to cook me something.
But go ahead. Now listen, she left such a simple impression with me. I had a dream that she got the pots that day. And I'm like, I'm celebrating in my sleep.
Celebrating the pots.
I couldn't wait to call. I'm like, yo, did you get the pots? No. I didn't get them, but they came that night or the next day.
Yeah. And so, I texted him. I was like, I got them.
Listen,
the pots are here.
When she got them, I was in the house by myself because the family was out of town. I'm running around. Yeah, she got it. While she on the phone, she got her pots because I knew what I benefit to her and how I'm going to benefit from that.
Right.
Good meals. I can get these good meals. I ain't gonna.
Now I'm mad she really didn't tell me. You wait.
The only reason he knew because he called me while I was in daggone Crate and Barrel. That's the only reason. I wouldn't have told him. I was like, I'm getting.
But that's what you listen. When you have people who rock with you like that, that's what you want. You want people who are dancing around their house, clapping their pans because you got new pans. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're celebrating your pans, and so that sounds. It sounds small, guys, or it sounds kind of like, but it matters, right? It matters. It matters.
Especially when it's someone that you know and you know how important that small thing is to them.
Yes,
you know, it doesn't matter to you, but it's like, you know, this is something that's going to make them happy and, you know, make things easier for them or better for them. So you want to celebrate with them. You want to be happy for them.
When you hear a friend, chewing her own family out by her pots and pans, her old ones, and now she got. When I get my new ones, I'm like, this is serious business. She's serious. So I was running. I'm running. Yeah, she got her pot. She laughing on the phone, but I was serious.
Right.
I was serious because you said it all. Share that energy.
Yeah.
Celebrate with me.
Yes.
You know,
please celebrate. Celebrate. It's important.
Yeah.
And when you celebrate. And it's gonna sound crazy, but like when you celebrate, it encourages that person to keep going. Right?
Yeah.
It encourages that person to be able to keep, you know what I mean? Like my fitness accountability partner, my girlfriend and I, we've been walking Monday through Friday. And we were walking the one day on the track and she was coming the opposite direction and I was like, oh my goodness, like I could see it in her body when she was walking that it was like starting to show that we have been walking all this time. Nice. Girl, I'm on the track like, yes, look at that runner's body. Like, but when you do that encourages people to keep going, right? Like you want that level. And I'm sorry, I think it's important.
Yeah.
Part of the reason people don't get the accountability partners is because they are afraid of the challenge part of that. And so because when you're challenged, you have to get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And check your emotions. I was someone who took everything personal. And so when you ask somebody to, to hold you accountable, and then it's like, I don't want to hear it. Don't come at me. Don't come at me about what I'm eating. Like, and even on days where she knows, like where I'm not in the mood, like I'm eating something and I'm like, judge me because I'm going to eat it anyway. Like, and so we hate accountability partners sometimes because their whole job is to hold you accountable. My mom, she going to kill me, but my mom bought one of those like little Fitbits, like one of those little steppers. So I said, oh, great. Well, we're all doing this. Like, so we're going to start logging our steps every day. So we want you to check in. Let us know how many steps you got. She said, oh, I don't want to be accounted. I don't want to be accounted.
She couldn't wait to get that daggone thing on her wrist, though. Okay.
But now she wants no part of accountability with it.
Does she still wear the thing on her wrist?
She's wearing it. Okay. She's wearing
don't
it.
Ask her about
but don't ask her how many steps she had. Okay.
I got you.
But
oh my God.
she's coming around. She texted me the other day and said, I can control what I put in my mouth and I can control my physical activity. So she's going to slowly come. And so because I'm somebody who's going to push her and pour into her and challenge her when she doesn't want to be held accountable, I don't care. That don't hurt my feelings. I'm not going nowhere.
Right.
She can't get rid of me.
Right.
And that's what I need accountability partners that don't get scared of my moods and my attitudes and because I don't want to be accounted. Like she's like, I don't want to be accounted. But because of that, when you have that, it's like those are the people that are really gonna help move you along. Yeah. And procrastination, that delay, that postponing, listen. We can all, I am a believer, I believe that I can wait on the Lord and that the Lord is going to do magnificent things for me. But guess what? I got a role in this.
You got
and that's where people,
too. You got to move.
But you know what? That's where people miss it, right? Like they miss it. And it's the same thing. It's like, so I used this example last week. It's like watching, how like when you're on Facebook or Instagram and those workout like little videos come across the thing. And you lay there and you watch the video.
Oh, yeah.
You watch all 20 minutes of them working out. Now, you ain't got up and did nothing, right? You watched it, though.
I do that
you
all
watched
the time.
it.
Yeah.
You like, oh, yeah, that look easy. I can do that. And then you just keep watching it, right? Well, do you expect that at the end of that 20 minutes you lost some weight? Like,
I felt like I worked out, though.
Right. Man, did you reap any benefits from that?
No.
No, because you didn't put in any effort with it, right? You put in no effort. And so it's funny because I started with this scripture. It's Psalms 90:17, and it said, may the Lord our God show favor on all of my efforts and make them successful, right? So then I looked up efforts, and the definition of efforts was vigorous, determined attempts. So if you redo the scripture, may the Lord our God show favor and make all of my vigorous, determined attempts successful.
Yeah.
It doesn't say, may he show favor and just because I'm laying around all day, binge watching TV.
Yes, just go on.
Right? It says, make our efforts. And efforts mean vigorous, determined attempts. Make our vigorous, determined attempts successful.
Yes.
And if you want to be successful, you have to put forth vigorous, determined attempts.
Yeah. And that sounds
not
90-17.
90-17, yeah.
Not just one.
Not one attempt.
Attempts.
Right? And so there's a plural. It takes more. And that's the point.
Yeah.
Well, why are we so afraid of that, though?
Yeah.
When I look at that, even in fear, or having faith to get through that fear, what's happening is that repetition is happening.
Right.
And that band of energy is doing something. So I don't know if I heard you say when you was at the social network event, even if you're still afraid push through it or something
Push
to that
through it,
magnitude.
push through it.
Because that's happening right there.
Yeah.
That's happening. That motion, that energy and motion is happening. And before you know it, you just said it. You can't be saying Lord, Lord, Lord without doing your part. It's a part you play.
Yeah.
You can't just wait.
I'm going to have to go
Lord
back and watch
do
the
it.
tape from the social networking event because for whatever reason, and maybe someone took it and they have it and that's great. I hope it blesses them. But I had a quote that I had found in the beginning of the year when I was out of the country in Amsterdam, and that was what I read, and and I can't find it right now, but it said something like that. It was like, start right now, start where you're at, start with fear, start with, you know what I mean, and that was what it was. It was like, start with all of that, and that's where you have to push past the procrastination. You got to start right now, today. And I'm sorry, I do act like it's urgent. I act like it needs to happen today because, you know, people are like, and this is where it's easy for people to take sayings and make it fit to whatever they want it to fit, right? Well, it's never too late, and, you know, people became, you know, famous at 50, and I think that that's great, and that's all true. But that just means because I'm 45, I should wait 5 years. Like, I got 5 years to wait. No, it means don't use that as an excuse to postpone, to delay, to push off. You need to start right now, today, where you're at, with what you have, and you'll build on it. And will you fall? Yep. Will fear set in? Yep. Will you have to reset and start over? Yep. And that's okay. And that's okay. It's not going to kill you. It's going to make you better. I promise.
I know. Right?
It's going to make you better. You are going to learn so much from it, but you got to be able to push past it.
And you have to be realistic, because we're in this time of social media and seeing all of the wonderful things that people do and how great their lives are and how successful they are and all that kind of stuff. You don't see all the work that goes into how long it has taken them to get to where they are. You just see the outcome of the hard work. Please know that they have worked. They have been doing this most of the time when they're really successful. They've been doing this for 10 years or more, and they didn't get recognition, and all of a sudden they have. You know, so don't. Again, that's with comparison. Don't compare your what you're going through with someone else, because you don't know the fight and the struggle that they had to go through to get to where they are. That's just something that we all need to remember. I'm saying this to myself too. You know, I'm struggling with my health and wellness and coaching and getting everything together. You know, it's hard. It's very difficult, and so I know that I have something different to offer than other people. We may be doing the same thing, but there's only one me.
There you go.
Okay, so that's something I want everybody to make sure that they keep in mind.
But listen, I think why the three of us are having this conversation is because, guys, we live this, and so this isn't this isn't us just kind of sitting here. I mean, this comes from, years of me talking with people and working with different people, but it also comes from years of living it. Like, I've been fearful. I've compared myself. I've procrastinated. Let me tell you, yesterday was a bad day. I woke up and feel like everything that I could negatively think about myself yesterday, I did. And it was just awful yesterday. And then out of nowhere, I got a text from my mom, and so it was something positive. Like, she didn't know I was in the phone, but she sent me this like positive little love message, and then that was that. And so I laid in the bed and I said, okay, enough. That's it. Like, you know what I mean? And so I stayed in it for an hour, and then I was like, okay, enough. I got up. I had to strip the bed. I ain't want them same sheets. I felt like the sheets had the seriously. I felt like the sheets had that negative energy. I stripped the bed down. I was like, I'm gonna get clean. Like, I needed to just kind of reset. And then it creeped back up in the middle of the day, and then I reset, and then it creeped back up, and then I reset. And guess what? I woke up today and I'm good.
Well,
I'm good.
You said it don't get no more realer than that.
That's awesome.
Living it.
Living it.
Listen. I ain't shared this with her, but same thing. Cause I might have been 2 days ago. I might have shared this with you.
What?
It's a whole bunch of negativity, but you know what helps me? Identifying. I can be very negative, no matter how much positivity people see. That's the fighting and pushing through it before I show y'all my face, the work. You know what I mean? I don't want y'all to see that, but we all are agreeable and disagreeable, positive and negative. But when you don't identify with that, and I'm just trying to be all positive, you're going to have more of a struggle.
Yes.
You're going to have the brain, it's not processing it, so the body's just going to be on haywire. But saying that is just real.
Everybody goes through those moments, and I think that's okay. I think it's just a matter of, once again, how long you stay in it. And I think you're right. Like, you know, when you see people who are all positive, it doesn't mean that they don't have negative moments. And so you've got to understand that they make a choice. And that's what I ultimately am about. And that is why, you know, part of me starting this year career coaching and just, you know, moving people into success and choosing the word chosen career, because I want you to realize that you have choices. You have choices to make. And when you feel like you have choices, you feel good. It's like everybody wants to be the chosen one, right? Like, you want to be chosen for kickball as a kid. No one wants to be chosen last.
I don't want to be the last one.
Right? You know, it's like you don't want to be chosen last. So, you know, so it's like when you realize that you have the power to choose, when you realize that you can take control of situations and can take control of your life, it changes your whole walk. It changes your whole day. Like, you know what I mean? It's like I have a choice. I can get in my car and I can go to the left or I can go to the right. Like, you know, and I get to choose. I have the power. And so I like feeling like I got the power. And so, listen, there is enough in this world that is out of our control, right? There are things that are out of our control. I refuse to believe that everything is out of my control. I have options and I have choices, and you have options and you have choices. And so us talking about these topics and wanting you to believe in yourself is so that you can emerge at the other end and look back and say, wow, look at where I'm at now. Look at what I've come through and look at where I'm at. And so you got choices. You have choices, people. And if you need help in terms of some guidance on which way to go, that's why it's okay for you to reach out. Now, listen, people aren't going to tell you what to do. That's not what having choices is about. You're giving up your power, right? But you should seek professionals. You should, if you're having certain issues, it's okay to go and talk to a therapist. If you've been struggling professionally, it's okay to come to a career coach. Let me take a look at your resume. Let's role play an interview. Let's talk about some of the things that you've done in the past so we can figure out what makes sense for you as a future career. And so it's okay for you to seek that kind of guidance and that help. It's going to empower you to walk in your choices and to make good choices. And that's what it's about. Just feeling empowered.
You see me taking notes. It's about living that life, yo, for real. Constantly, I spend my life turning myself inside out and still doing so. So how can people get a hold of Chosen Career Consultants?
So I am going to do so much better with a social media presence. I do have a social media. I have a Facebook page, Chosen Career Consultants on Facebook. You can follow me there. I wanted us to be able to finish this series.
Me too.
And this accountability team for me pushes me and pours into me to make sure that I'm held accountable. So I need to do better in terms of posting on the social media there, just to give you guys, you know, daily updates and weekly updates and positive affirmations that you can use to start moving forward in your choices. Right now they can reach me, they can contact me on my cell phone, 856-265-4927. I also have an email address. It's a Gmail, so you can reach me at ChosenCareerCoach. ChosenCareerCoach at gmail.com.
Is that on
and
the
so
pen? No, that ain't on the pen.
it is on the pen. It is on the
It
pen.
is.
Yeah, look at
It
you.
is,
It's
yeah.
on the pen.
Moving fast.
Moving fast. It's on
Funny.
ChosenCareerCoach
I love this
at
pen,
Yeah, I know,
gmail.com.
right?
So
All right,
please, we want you to be able to do that. We have questions. We got some
I'm
questions.
reading. I just want to
comments.
say hi. We said hi to Mom, Valerie Gardner, Randy Covington. We had Brenda Brent, JB Mack. Okay, he said we can't hear you on YouTube.
Okay.
Yolanda Young, Debrea McDonald.
Hey, Brea.
Nate Jessup, and Nate says, "What's up, Cuzzo? Can you move the camera to the far left, please? Need to see something." Talking about you. PMS. Going somewhere, Kasim. Okay. HB Kid. Tracy My. Hey, Tracy.
Y'all funny.
Antoinette. What's that? Sephora. Newsome. We got Megan. Hey, Maggie.
Hey, guys.
Danny. Hey, Danny. Latoya. Yasmin. What's up? JB Max said, "Great job, family. My wife, Valencia M. Food for Life. Better get barefoot." I can't with him.
He said, "Get in that kitchen." That's how I feel.
Start
That's how I
cooking
feel,
Big
Jay.
Daddy Mac some good healthy meals ASAP. Y'all
Please,
mean?
please.
Okay. All right.
Please.
And what else did we have? We had Mom said repetition becomes a habit.
Yes.
Danny Williams said, "I honestly felt like that I had to shake it off, take a moment, reassess, readjust, and regain." All right now. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And let me see. I think that was it. Okay.
So with that being said, with your husband saying what he's saying, how can people get a hold of Food for Life with Valencia?
So I do have what is that? I'm saying YouTube, not YouTube, but Facebook page, Food for Life with Valencia M. And you can also contact me. My phone number is 484-995-8649.
Again, you was going too fast. Come on.
I like when he gets you with
I
it.
can't with him. I said it.
Slow.
484-995-8649.
Yes.
I have 20-minute consultations that are free, and we can just discuss, what your needs are. I also have an email address, which is it's a Gmail address. It's Food for Life, and it's at gmail.com.
So
okay?
Listen, people, look out for unlimited and great things, superb things, out of this world things from these wonderful, magnificent women.
We accept that.
Yes,
we appreciate
thank you.
It's all in the energy.
All right.
It's all in the bloodline.
That's it.
So again, it's about the lifestyle for me. I'm taking notes.
Yeah. Well, how
I'm
can
taking
people
notes.
get in touch with you? He is my vocal coach and business partner. But he has helped me tremendously in this past year.
Well, I'll take that credit.
Okay.
Yes, indeed, I will. Yes, indeed, I will.
It's love.
I know.
Listen, when ain't nobody there to encourage you, got to grab what you got to grab. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So storehouse.
I encourage you. People be
No, I'm just saying storehouse.
Get out of here.
Storehouse.
Yes, keep on storing. Keep on storing.
No, you can get in contact with me on Facebook, John Carr. My cell number is 302-452-4862. 302-452-4862. And, of course, the Gmail is John Carr Live, Live, the number two, at gmail.com. So for booking, vocal lessons, questions about vocal workshops, yep.
All
That's
right.
it.
I guess that's it.
We appreciate you
Well,
guys.
listen, appreciate you.
Okay.
Like I was just telling Valencia, okay, my mind is still focused on venues where you can go in and consistently talk about that.
Absolutely. Yes.
You know what I mean? And the
Yes.
focus is, I want my family, and I want to say when they get ready, we could talk about this and talk about that, but this lines exactly with what you're talking about, and it overcasts it. I feel like with them attempting to start a business, they need to hear this message.
This message to start with.
You can do a Zoom, whatever. I haven't gotten to that point because I'm still getting through some other stuff that's annoying me that they're doing, but through the group chats. But if y'all are real about the lifestyle y'all say y'all want, this is going to help you.
Yeah.
Because I'm connected to them genetically. And no matter how much I'm moving, I'm still taking notes if it's worth taking.
Yeah. No, I got you.
You feel me? So it's like,
yeah, we get. I mean, like I said, last week with having the family reunion, it was good. It was the same thing. There's just, when you want to strengthen your relationships, when you want to strengthen your position and standing in anything, it forces you to look at these things. Yeah. And when you do that, whether you do it as a collective, whether you do it individually, it matters. And you start to feel that shift. And when you feel the good shift, you want more of it. Yes. And that's what happens. Like that, when you get that feeling, you want more. Yeah. And I'm super excited about it because I believe that so often people settle for less than what they deserve. Absolutely. That we are happy and content. I'm sorry, we're not happy and content, but we stay in it, right? Yeah. Like we're happy and content to be miserable. And that makes no sense. And so I just want people to know that you don't have to settle for less than what you deserve. You have choices, you have options, and let's start the shift.
Sound like my song, John Carr, believe you. Don't settle for less because you are the best.
That's it.
Yes.
Don't settle for less because you are the best. For a copy of that song, which is only $3, you can contact me on all that information that I shared. Again, the cell number is 302-452-4862. Every household should have one. So, guys, continue to believe in yourself. I'll let you guys have the last word.
All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Next week.
Next week. You have choices. Yes. Make good ones this week.
Yes.
You have choices. So we appreciate you guys.
Last word. Please tell them how they can get in contact with you as Chosen Career Consultants.
You have choices, guys. So go check out Chosen Career Consultants on Facebook. Send me an email, please. I will do a free consultation with you, career survey. So you can send me an email at ChosenCareerCoach@gmail.com. Let's make moves.
Let's do this. And don't forget to eat like you give a damn about yourself and believe in you.
Listen, I value and cherish these women. If you want to get things done, if you're moving, first and foremost, in addition to that, to take you to the next level, get involved with the women.
That's
serious women, professional women.
That's it.
All right.
Appreciate y'all. See ya.
Bye. And my mom said, love this segment. Y'all topics are helping so many people to take a second look at themselves.
Oh, yay, appreciate you.
All right. Bye.
See you guys.
Oh, wait. I got to see how I got to do this. Hold on a second. Oh, yeah, now I can see. All right. Bye-bye.